Morning, everybody. I just want to say hi. My name is Rally Unesco. I'm the head of marketing for Info Security. So, as you can imagine, we've been working all year to get us in a good state for the next 12 weeks. And I'm sure you guys have got your own marketing plans that are coming to fruition. The purpose of today is to tell you a little bit about what we've been doing on our end, and also to introduce you to our PR team and our own marketing team to help you with your own plans. So, before we go on to that, I want to spend, again, a little bit more time talking about our customers. So, as with any good marketing practice, we use personas, and I'm sure that you guys also do that as well. The difference with our personas is that these are all self-selected. So what that means is that when people sign up to come to our show, they will tell us how they want to be treated. We have a special question on our registration form which says, what kind of a visitor are you? And then we map people into these persona buckets. The good thing is that last year we had a bumper year at InfoSec. We had our highest ever visitor satisfaction, and that led to our highest ever likelihood to return rates. And what that means is that we are expecting a shed load more people to come through the door. If you think about the fact that we get 55% of our visitors who are brand new every year, we are really expecting a whole bunch of people to come along, and they will all be hungry for your products. And that's why it's important to really listen and understand what these people's needs are and what products and services we have in place for you to help you make the most of the opportunity. So both digital products and also PR products to help you cut through the noise. So, what I'm going to do now is just go through the personas here in a little bit more detail. They might not be quite what you think they are, so it'll be interesting to see what you make of them. By the way, if anybody wants to ask any questions, feel free to do so. You don't have to be very quiet. Anyway, so the first one is, our first persona is, we call him Senior Steve. Now, a bit later on this morning, we're going to be hearing from two Senior Steves who've very kindly given up their time, who'll be talking to you about what they like and don't like when they come to InfoSecurity Europe, or in fact any events, and what the best way of reaching these guys are. Basically, Senior Steve is a senior level information security professional. He probably owns the strategy, and the buck stops with him. And over the years, we've got to know Senior Steve very well. If we were to ask most of our exhibitors, he would probably be the number one person that all our exhibitors would like to meet. But I would just like to sound a bit of a warning here. Senior Steve is really not keen on getting his badge scanned. He is really not keen to get lots of cold calls, and in fact, he does quite a lot of email and phone screening. So there are better ways to approach Senior Steve than to just jump on him at the event. And interestingly, the best way, I think, of reaching out to Senior Steve is through his team. So typically, he will have an information security team, and it's those people that he will listen to. It's those people that will influence his decision-making. And the other thing that you might want to consider is that if you do have existing relationships with people like this, how you engage with them before the show. So the show is an opportunity to meet new people, but it's an opportunity to cement existing relationships. So if you do have Senior Steves that you're already talking to, by all means invite them. And we'll be talking in a little bit about the Invites service that we are putting on this year, which will help you invite your clients to have meetings with you on site on your stand. So, the next persona is Active Andrew. Active Andrew is a very busy person. So this is the guy who actually does the doing. He will be day-to-day managing large projects, large teams, and he is really all about time efficiency. He doesn't have the time to wander round and to discover new things by chance. So it's very likely that his time on site will be pre-planned. So that's why it's important that Active Andrew finds you in advance of the event. So all the stuff that Nicole was talking about in terms of how we use the directory and how we select the products that you guys are all offering. So it's really important that you make contact with Active Andrew before the event so that we can make sure that when he comes to you, you're already in his diary. So the other thing with Active Andrew, he won't sit a huge amount in the learning sessions, the conference program. However, we do have year-round opportunities. This is the kind of person who might not take the time out of the diary to walk out the door, but he will definitely be the type of person who will listen to webinars throughout the year. Webinars throughout the year, or read our newsletters. So this year, more and more, we're spending more and more of our marketing budget and time working on a very kind of complete content marketing program, which is really coming to fruition this year. So it'd be great to have you guys along contributing to that if you'd like. And, by all means, come and talk to us later. Our third persona is Techie Tarek. So I'm sure everybody recognizes themselves in this persona. They are a little bit more reticent about coming forward, networking. So when Nicole gave us a presentation about the behaviors, they're not going to be socializing, or maybe they will, but not in a very formal way. But the point about Techie Tarek is that he knows his stuff. So there is no point trying to have a sales conversation with this person. What he actually wants is the technical detail. Now, it says here that he is a kind of a systems engineer. That is one of the profiles. But as I said before, because all our personas and our database is full of self-selected tags, it means that even some of the most senior persons out there, senior professionals out there, see themselves as Techie Tarek. So the recommendations we're making for those guys will be about the tech sessions, like the tech talks, security workshops, Geek Street, all of the more in-depth tech stuff. So it is important that you definitely have people on your stand who can engage with Techie Tarek, because again, if he comes to speak to you, then it's because he has a technical question. He won't just be browsing. Okay, all right. And yes, again, many of the senior information security professionals will have risen in the ranks in the last, 10 years in the industry, but they still see themselves as a techie. So it's important we know how to engage with him. Next is Junior James. So Junior James is new to the industry. He is really keen to learn. I think somebody gave me a really good analogy once when it came to the events industry. So typically what happens is that when you're new to the industry, to any industry, and you go to a big event for the first time, you will spend most of your time browsing around, getting a feel for where everything is, who everybody is, how it all fits together, and really getting as much education as you possibly can. I think maybe, Suzanne, you said this to me. The second year that somebody comes to an event, they already know who they are working with. They will probably more clearly target the exhibitors that they would like to work with. And then the third year that they come to the event, what happens is that they've already got the relationships. So if you have those seasoned professionals, it's really important that we reach out to them before the event, because those seasoned professionals will already know who they want to speak to. But Junior James is new. He is going to be just browsing. And the interesting thing about Junior James is that although he is junior at the moment, he is looking to impress. So he is hungry for knowledge, and he is looking to impress inside his own organization so that he can advance his own career. And also, let's remember that the relationships you set up with him today are going to be the ones, while they might not be the relationships that lead to a sale in the next 12 months, they might be the relationships that definitely get you closer to your targets in the coming years. And then the last persona that we have on offer is vendor business. So we have a whole bunch of independent consultants or other vendors who come to the event to walk around, to absorb all the new technology, all the how the industry is shifting, and a whole bunch of these guys are looking to find partners to work with. So if that might be the reseller program that we were talking about earlier, if you do have any requirements to find new partners, new channels to market, that is definitely something that we would like to start helping you guys with. But there are a whole bunch of vendor business who are also walking around the event. So the opportunity there is, if you do have those needs, just have them at the top of your mind so that when people approach your stand, you know what to say to them and how to position it. So we now know a little bit more about our visitors. We are expecting a whole bunch of people to walk through the door. We're really hoping 2019 is going to be an amazing event. And that's why it's super important that you guys make the best use of our digital tools. And I'm going to hand over to Suzanne to talk about that.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Suzanne, I'm the marketing manager for the event. So as my colleagues highlighted, we do a lot of data analysis in the background to be able to tailor our communications and to be able to make it easier for visitors to find you, and how we tailor our communications to each of the personas. So what are we doing for you? We have an integrated marketing campaign. This doesn't mean that we only communicate in the lead up to the event. We have a whole year of communications where we do communicate about the event through our website, so it's our main port of call. We promote through emails, we do press releases, we have digital campaigns, we have print, we have social media. So it's 365 days all year round. So the opportunities are also for you not only pre-event or during the event, but we also try to do post-show activities where we do highlight videos, and that's an opportunity for you to be included if you do take them up. We also give you the tools to succeed. So one of the main things is the Exhibitor Directory. This is going to be your presentation card for your company. When visitors look at the event profile, they'll go and see who is exhibiting at the show. So this Exhibitor Portal, again, is very important that you do fill that up, upgrade it, update your information, really select the products that you want to, that you represent. We also have, with the lead scanners, during the show, you can get your leads of the visitors that go to your stand, and then on the background, we match make their objectives to what products you have selected, so their interest to your products. So on the background, we are constantly communicating to visitors, tailoring the communications to their specific needs with what you are providing. And of course, we have a lot of PR and media support on the background. So where you should start your journey. As I said before, the main portal for you would be the Exhibitor Portal. It's very easy to access it, so you can find it on the InfoSecurity website. You go to the already register button, and there you'll find all the links to any of the opportunities that we have. So yeah, you can find accommodation, how to book your travel, how the flights, accommodation, helping you organize your staff badges, and also you'll find the tips to exhibiting there. So the Exhibitor Directory, here, once you buy a stand, you should receive your login details to the Exhibitor Portal, and this is where you will be updating the information about your company. So it will increase your visibility online, generate the targeted connections, the matchmaking, it will connect visitors in the conference, because the products you select will also be connected to the topics on our conference section. You will also be able to use this to send online invitations to your clients, personalized invitations to them. You will also be able to access the exhibitor and contract manual through the portal, order your exhibitor badges, order your lead scanners. The next tool that we have for you is the Fusion Exhibit microsite. You will access this through your Exhibitor Portal, and here is where you can manage, order your badges for people working at your stand, and you'll also be able to order your lead captures. We have 3 options this year for the lead scanner, so you can either rent a lead scanner, or you can buy the app using your own mobile phones or your devices, or you can rent devices from the company. All the information is very straightforward, and you can find all the information on the website. We're also working on a mobile app and matchmaking tool. Again, working with the products that you provide and the options that visitors have highlighted that is important for them in the background. We'll be matching them, and we'll be using this app, and it's also there will also be a website version for it, for you to be able to contact visitors in advance and set up meetings with them. They will also be able to search your company and request meetings with you. What can you do for us? So in a nutshell is communicate your presence at the show. How you can do that? You can utilize our database, so using the tools we give you. So we have press releases. If you have information that you want to give us, we can promote you there. Social media, we can also help you there. And other opportunities. There are blogs, you can talk to the magazine team, so there will be also other opportunities available, like webinars. Use the webinars that we provide and extend your reach using the magazine digital channels.